Good morning. At this hour, the first of two military aircraft carrying 40 victims of downed flight MH17 are arriving in the Dutch city of Eindhoven. A lone bugler will mark the arrival, followed by a minute of silence across the nation. A somber ceremony, both moving and meaningful, saw white-gloved Ukrainian soldiers respectfully carrying the dead to a plane that would take them home. 193 of the 298 people killed when the jetliner was blown out of the sky were from the Netherlands, which has declared today a national day of mourning. The ceremonies come amid continued confusion over who shot the plane down and why. Families of the victims and Dutch King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima will be on hand to repatriate their citizens. Meantime, the Ukraine says two of its fighter jets have been shot down just 30 kilometers from where MH17 was brought down. The government is blaming pro-Russian rebels for shooting down the jets as fighting flares in the region. And breaking news out of Taiwan, 51 people are dead after a plane crashed in a failed emergency landing. 7 people were injured. The twin-engine turboprop plane operated by TransAsia Airways going down near an airport in the city of Magong on one of Taiwan's Penghu Islands. Air Canada continues to monitor the ongoing fighting between Israel and the Hamas-led Palestinian government in the Gaza Strip. Canada's largest air carrier canceling its Toronto flight to Tel Aviv last night for safety reasons, and it may cancel more. The move came amid a Hamas rocket landed near the Tel Aviv airport. U.S. aviation officials telling airlines there to stop flying to Israel for 24 hours. Several international carriers followed suit, leaving passengers stranded in Tel Aviv. There's a push by the Israeli government to resume the flights, saying stopping them is hurting their economy. There's still no end in sight to the fighting, but there is some hope on the diplomatic front. The U.S. says negotiations to broker a truce between Israel and Hamas militants is making some progress. Secretary of State John Kerry, who is in Israel right now, says there has been forward motion, but there's still work to do. And back in Calgary, the McCall Lake Golf Course in the Northeast is staying open after all. While golfers fought the move, the city says economics is what killed the planned closure. Now, administration has to find ways to keep McCall Lake and the city's other 5 golf courses afloat. Council had planned on raising more than $34 million by selling the golf course, then using that money to upgrade other city-owned courses. But it turns out it would be a losing proposition. The challenge now to find the money to keep all 6 golf courses in the green.
We don't have enough money to meet the capital needs of all of the golf courses today. So we'll have to look at other sources of funding. Certainly we'll have to look at green fees. We'll have to look at operational models for the golf courses, and all of that will happen over the next years.
Administration is also looking at how privatizing the operations of the golf courses could help solve some of those money problems. A multi-billion-dollar deal in Canada's telecom sector sending stocks on Bay Street higher in early trading. BCE says it's privatizing regional telecom affiliate Bell Alliant in a deal worth nearly $4 billion.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by RRP, specializing in engineering, procurement, and construction management. Rapid Response Project, where every project matters.
And that is your news this morning. To 8:06. Now back over to Tara.